I think my first huge failure was I got a D in Com 1 my freshman year at Stanford, fall quarter. And I just saw that as the university's indication that I was, in fact, the one admission mistake in the great class of '89. After all, communication was supposed to be easy. It was supposed to be what people took if they couldn't hack it anywhere else. I mean, this was sort of what people said. It's, of course, not true. But I felt that way, that if I had failed at this class that was the paragon of what was supposed to be the easy entry point into an academic life, then clearly I was not cut out for anything. And so that was hard. I was overwhelmed by the texts that I was asked to read. They were much more dense than I had expected. They used vocabulary I was not familiar with. The number of pages far exceeded my seeming ability to consume them. And so I got overwhelmed pretty quickly and backed away from it. So I stopped doing the reading and stopped being able to participate in section since I wasn't doing the reading, and stopped really understanding what was going on in the lecture because I wasn't doing the reading and I wasn't participating in section. And so that beautiful integration that should happen between text and lecture and section was in fact not happening and was disintegrating as a possibility because I was not engaged and was too embarrassed to seek help. It became the scarlet letter. I felt that I was wearing it around on my clothing, that it was obvious to everybody that I was a D-level student at Stanford. And I didn't tell anybody for months. My parents finally had the courage to ask me how fall quarter had gone. And as I started to tell them, I started to cry. And they responded in a beautiful way. They told me they loved me. They reassured me that they loved me, that they didn't think any less of me, and that they were pretty confident that there were resources at Stanford. There were human beings I could go and talk to who could help me figure out what was going wrong and how to turn things around. And they were right. And that's what I did over the winter quarter of my freshman year. It was nerve-wracking as hell to go to somebody and say, hi, I've been doing very poorly in this class, and I think I need some help in figuring out how to do the assignments, how to just structure my time so that I can get through the material. I know I have a lot to say. I know I have a lot to contribute, but I can't seem to get out of the starting gate because I can't get the work done. And so I think that D opened me up to the fact that my study skills coming out of high school were inadequate, that I was inadequately prepared for the task of getting the work done. But I also began to disaggregate that task of getting the work done from my sense of my intellectual capability. I'm actually grateful to the prof who gave me the D in Com 1, who didn't let me float along with a B- or a C+ in Com 1, but gave me a D. I'm grateful to that prof. I'm grateful to the prof who told me, your writing really needs work. Over the 20 plus years since that D in Com 1, I think I've figured out how to sit with those rejections or sit with those disappointments and not let them become me. You know, I sit and examine them and take from them what I can and learn from them and go, all right, that didn't work out. Let me figure out what happened and why and learn from it and strengthen myself and become a stronger, more effective person as a result of that bad thing, instead of feeling that that bad thing is the cloak that I'm wearing as I walk through life. I think that's what I've gotten out of these 20 plus years of rejections and disappointments.